How everybody doing? This is Chris Drummond from Progressive Action. I usually send, before I do on one of these lives, I usually send the title out to Tremel. He don't interfere with or say nothing. He even make suggestions about what the content of the show should be. But I usually run the title. Say, yo, how this title sound? But I just watching Netflix just now, and this biopic called Rustin. It's about a gay civil rights leader. He was Martin Luther King's right-hand man. And they have a scene in there about, they show folks getting sprayed with water hose. And they getting bitten by German shepherds. You got black folks now, older black folks won't go near German Shepherd. They get a Doberman picture, pincher, a Rottweiler, a Poodle. They don't want no German Shepherd because it harkens back memories of a very bad time in our history and American history. And our title is Don't Be Scared. So many of us are scared. And let me just tell you, it's hard to get fired down here. They give you 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, 25 days, 30 days. It's hard to get fired down there. But they betting at labor relations that you're scared. And you come down there scared. Some of the reps want you to be scared. But there's nothing to be scared of. The union wants you to be scared. Don't get it twisted. They even try to manipulate you with parties and goodies, which is nothing in the scheme of things. And on top of that, you pay for it. You come out your pocket over $800 a year. Now, juxtapose that on what you really get during the year from the union. You might get a scarf, go to Union Hall, they're doing giving a party or something. What the plate gonna cost? $50 the plate? They're gonna give you another $100 worth of swag during the course of the year. They give us nothing. And they do nothing. Drummond, why are you always hitting the union? Why you don't get that management? I'm an equal opportunity when it comes to with how I feel. With management or the union. But you know what? The union is worse than management. Because we expect management to have their foot on their neck. That's business. That's every business. The unions was created. Their very existence is to push back against the powers that be. So we know their goals and their motives. But we pay this union to fight for us and do things in our best interest. And y'all know, stop you people trying to protect this union. You folks that's going to vote with them regardless, I can dig it. Do what you do. You 3,000-4,000 who going to vote for this union in buses, and some of you in MOW, certainly not track, who are going to vote for the union, do what you do. But that's what they betting for, that 4,000 or 5,000. So when we don't vote, that 4,000 or 5,000 is going to be there. They get what they get. They taken care of. Their needs are addressed. So they do what they do to make sure that they got them block of voters. But for us to sit back and say we don't vote, we ain't gonna vote, ain't nothing gonna change. I didn't get my ballot. And nobody ain't talking about physically fighting, but fight. Haven't you had enough? Haven't you had enough? But at the end of the day, you can see it's clear as day. Don't believe me. Believe your instincts. Believe your life experience. This union is doing nothing for us. And let me say this. What can they do? They try to knock me, get me, prevent me from running this election. But I'm dangerous to them. What can they do to a man who don't want their money? What can they do to a man who don't care about being released? What can they do about a man who don't give a damn, who is absolutely not scared about losing his job? I'm going to fail it? Of course, it's a job. But that don't prevent me from fighting. So they know they facing somebody that's unorthodox, like they do in them karate movies. His style is unorthodox. There's nothing they can do to seduce me. That's what they do. They seduce people, and it works. Some of you watching me would be seduced. Tremel always lay out how everything works if you're not on the road. They said drumming is a liar. Drumming's scared. Drumming don't do no work. But y'all out there, I don't got to explain nothing to them. Y'all know what I do. Folks that don't even call the union. Don't trust them at all. And you're right not trusting them. Call a rep. Get some input. Call me. Call Tremel. Call Norris. Call Nook. Call Vangeline. Call who you have to call. No, we can't trust this union. And let me say to the union that, and I wrote it down, I was inspired last night. Bullets are going through me out here. Right through me. And when I got home, I got on my knees and prayed. Cops have ran past me. God just took everything from me. Took people from me. Took money from me. Everything. Everything. And I kept my faith. And he's giving it all back. Plus some. Why would I be scared of man? Why would I be scared of transit? Why would I care about this union? And how do I repay God as best I can? I'm a piece of shit. But I thrive. I said this before. I want to be better. And one of the ways that I try to be better, one of the things I do is I'm going to fight for the people. Maybe that's my calling, but I'm going to fight for the people. I'm going to fight for my brothers and sisters. Till I'm terminated. Till they get me out of here. Or I leave. And I'm only leaving if I can't possibly. Another thing God did, I lost that election. Because I was so cocky. And when I lost, he humbled me. Yes, I thought I was going to win the last election. He humbled me. That's what I get. And there's a lesson there. Nothing is promised. You don't make your plans. You follow God's plans. That's what I learned. I was humble. I'm going to be a better rep next time. Because I thought I was a good rep. But I didn't have the humility. And if I didn't have the humility, I ain't really have the understanding of my brothers and sisters. That's what I learned. That's why God does what he does to you. That's why he got to break you down. To test your faith. I was broken. Yeah, I was broken. I wanted to fight for my brothers and sisters. I told everybody they can keep the money. I signed anything. I will do what I do for this is me. For whatever I made. I never made over 70 here. If it means being in the chair make 70, I'll pay 70. You pay me 70. You pay me what you want. I take because it's about the fight. It's about caring. It's about you. It's about my brothers and sisters. That's my calling. Coming here was my calling, is my calling. But God's will be done, whatever he wants for me. But one thing for sure, this union can't do nothing to me. I think it's going to be revealed, the corruption, the deception, the cowardice of this union leadership, who does nothing for us but tries to manipulate us. That's all they do. They're evil and they're wicked. And we got to fight them. We got to fight them, and it's time to stand up. It's time for y'all to come to that reality that we got to fight these folks. They don't have our best interests at heart. They don't. How many examples do you need? We need some fighters. And when I say fighters, I mean everybody. I mean all of us. In Tier 6, you have to. I don't see where you have a choice. Because they only are getting more empowered. And I'm talking about transit, because transit know they have a union that's not going to fight them. You see video. I saw a video today with Kelly getting at a ridership advocate. Has he ever got, first of all, would he do that with somebody who was white? I wonder. Has he ever got back at transit? Have y'all seen any videos or any clip? Samson in the International, he don't care. No skin off his back. But you ever see any rebuke of this management, of management? Of this governor? They might get at Adams because Adams on his way out. He's weak. These guys go along, get along, like Tremel says. They want to be part of the club. They want to be part. They want to sit up there with Jan Oliva and Richie Davy. They're not fighting for the working man. We talk about managers who forget where they come from. All those top four, all those on the ninth floor forgot where they came from. And if they didn't forget where they come from, they scared to go back where they came from. That's a fact. They don't relate to you and me no more. They repelled. They repulsed by the thought of being on the road. That's what they scared of. That's their cowardice. Because they forgot how to fight for the working man and woman. All they trying to do is survive and stay in power, stay in the position, get that $150, take them trips, travel around the world, travel around the United States in the name of unionism. No, it's the name of hotels, a 50-hour meeting, a 10-minute march, and the restaurant going on touring the towns, going sightseeing, excuse me. So my brothers and sisters, y'all got to come to that reality. You can't ignore it. You either ignore it or you're going to live with it. And when you live with it, you're living with a lie. You're living with stress and hurt and disrespect. The main thing, the disrespect. The lack of appreciation for who we are and what we do. That's what we're talking about. I spoke to a brother the other day, and I seen this year. I seen it. They went to the MAC, right, when they called us on the random. And I seen some of our brothers and sisters get written up and sent down to 2 Broadway as if they refused to give a sample. And it wasn't that. It was one of those texts disrespecting somebody. You're on your menstrual cycle. They want to watch you urinate. They talk to you disrespectful, and you speak up for yourself. Now they want to watch a grown man urinate. And when you had enough of that indignity and stand up for yourself, they send you to 2 Broadway. These are these technicians when we go for random, trying to speak to us like we children. And when you say I'm a man and woman, or you adopt that tone, they write you up. Write you up. They got control of them samples. So they can say the temperature this, this was within the temperature. This was too cold. How will we know? And I've seen that before. Or you go to the MAC. Them nothings. I'm out right now. But I tell you this, I wouldn't be out right now if I said to the doctor, please, it's Christmas. Just give me 30 days. Next time I come back, I'm going to have that insane doctor's letter. I gave you everything that the doctor has to fill out. That inconvenience that you got to take to your doctor for this company. But if I went and said, not humble myself, degraded myself for this quack of a doctor, telling me, it's your money. They write your checks. All this, he was coming out his mouth. And I told him, don't worry about me. I don't give a damn about transit. I go with my doctors. I'm not begging you. What's up, brother? I'm not begging you for a few checks. Are you crazy? And that's what they bet on. And everybody, I'm talking about the MAC, the receptionist in the MAC. You tired. You know that feeling to be around the Mac. You know everybody's disgusted to be there because they make us jump through hoops. And it starts at HR. When we first come in here, how disrespectful they are at HR. I remember when I first came, you know, you gotta have if you've been arrested before. So I go to Center Street, I go Queens, and I bring my what is it? My criminal, the transcripts, and I got a lot of youthful offender things, and I hand a few to the woman, and she said, "What's that?" I said, "This is youthful offender. I don't gotta hand you this." She said, "Yes, you do." I said, "Listen, sis." I didn't say sis. I said, "Miss, probably. I don't got to give this." She said, "Well, you got to go to downtown in Queens. Disposition, thank you, brother. You got to go downtown, and they got to give you a letter." I went downtown. I went to, you know what they told me? Who told you that? Who told you had to do that? I knew better. So I go back, and they said, she said, "All right, that's fine." But this witch at HR had me going on the world tour for her folly. Because she wanted to see she was breaking the law. She wanted to see my disposition for when I was young, 18, 19, 17, 18. But that was the first example of the disrespect that you get here. And you go to the Mac, the receptionist. The tone that they tried to have with you. Them nothings. And anybody who treat any human being with disregard, who know nothing about them, who never seen them before, is nothing. But transit, this the thing. We talking about the Mac when we get a random. We're talking about the Mac when we go there for a revisit, our annuals. This is corporate. This is to Broadway who greenlight this. They condone it. They give them their blessing to treat us like that. With a feckless union that does nothing. How you doing, sis? A union that don't care. A union that won't say, "You're not going to treat our membership like this." When they go to the Mac, you treat them with respect. When they coming in, they pass their tests and they going through the formalities, you treat them with respect. That ain't the type of union we have. But getting back to the Mac, and when you go random, those folks are setting folks up. Those folks are writing folks up, provoking them. Them nothings of text, their function is measuring urine. And listen, everybody got a job to do. But if you want to disrespect me, if you don't care about me, how the hell am I going to care about you? That's a fact. And this culture of disrespect is not only is out of control. Now it's the union and management. That's what we're dealing with right now. Richie Davis, I heard Richie Davis and Canella was really behind these charges. Richie Davis, I will never have no respect for you, brother. You got to go. And I say, brother, I use that term. You have to go. Because I think character-wise, you are other embarrassing. And many of you, Canelo Gomez, he speaks for himself. The way he conducts himself speaks for, that's who he is. But there's a part of me that respect that he can't even put on a smiley face. He can't even fake it. That's who he is. So we have people who have no interest whatsoever in making sure that we're protected and advocating for us. They have all they watch, look, listen. Please, beloved, please. Pay attention. I know you know. I'm not saying that. I know you saying out there, tell me something I don't know. Okay. It's time for us to rise up. Enough of this. This has been going on for decades. And our generation and folks who have grandfathers here and their fathers, okay. They did the heavy lifting. They did things that they shouldn't have done, but there's no way in hell. It's Sunday, so I'm going to say hell. There's no way in hell that we should do the work that they did. There's no way in hell that we should still endure what they endured in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. This is not the world we live in. We have to stand up and fight. We don't want to take over anything. But we do want a fair, just, respectful, equitable workplace. That ain't a lot to ask. Because you talk to folks, they getting in, and other folks are leaving us in droves. That's not a coincidence. Folks are going everywhere. Nobody wants to be here. They tired. You come in here and you say, what? This is craziness. I'm out of here. Nobody wants to be here. They have a retention problem. And they don't feel they have to do anything about it. Because somebody going to take the job. That's what they're thinking. That's what they think about us. Jan Oliba, when I was there 2 weeks ago, almost, he didn't even mention Hilaria Joseph's name. Our brother's gone. So he didn't even mention his name. He had enough time to find out who that brother is, what our brother's name was. He didn't even mention his name. That's a fact. What does that tell you? That they believe that you get paid to do a job, and this is the issue. Rich folks sue people for discrimination and sue them for a lot of different things. And I'm talking about the folks getting $100,000 bonuses, $1 million bonuses. And what it comes down to is, this ain't what I get paid for. I don't get paid to be disrespected. I don't get paid to be abused. I don't get paid to go in the dispatch office for he or her to turn their back on me. I don't get paid for the disrespect and talking to me like I'm your child. I don't get paid for me to take me out of service for absolutely no reason. I don't get paid to be on the cold bus. And then I'll complain about the cold bus. You won't write me up. I don't get paid to be outside my booth and get spit on and assaulted. I'm on the platform. I don't get paid to be in the tower and have bed bugs and you do nothing about it. I don't get paid for total disrespect and disregard. But they believe you do. Get on your train. Get on your bus. Sweep that platform. Go in that tower. Go in that barn. And shut up. We talk to you every way, any way we want to. You get paid every other Wednesday. Whatever day we get paid. I hear you got to count with municipal. It's Tuesday. I don't know. But this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a class struggle. We're dealing with folks at 2 Broadway, 180, whatever other headquarters they got, who are disconnected from who we are. I go up there and talk about our safety. 9 hours later, they put up statistics talking about how safe we are, how safe the subway is. No, we need to work on that. We need to make sure that our workforce is safe and protected. We got a place that they honestly believe that. Tell me if I'm lying out there. That if you get hurt on your train, you're supposed to put on the brace or A-span, put some Bengay, and come back to work. And if you don't want to come to work, they're going to fight you, bring their battery of lawyers, and get you back to work. And if you don't come back to work, you're going to get medically terminated. If you go out on comp, if you spit on, if somebody throws substance at you, if somebody punch you in your face, somebody throw you to the track, somebody kick you down the steps. Now they got the Carvel Corporation. You're going to go through their doctors. And they're going to make a determination. Their people going to make a determination how long you stay out of work. And it's 2 years now if you get assaulted, guaranteed they're going to make it 16 months. It's a year for 12 months, guaranteed you're going to be back in 8 months. And even before they did that, they were starving us back to work because they'd rather pay you when you get back than send you a check while you're trying to heal and get better and recuperate. This is the insidious, and brothers and sisters, this is the insidious company we work for. Don't believe that there's no wickedness up there. Don't believe there's no disdain for the working class up there. Don't believe that there's no racism up there. Don't believe that they have forget that they liberal and all that. That and our past to get us on the trains and bus. That they liberal up there. And they was appointed by Herschel. Well, I don't know why I'm getting tied up with her name, about Governor Herschel. Don't believe that. This is the same governor that's doing nothing about crime down here. Remember when I say this all the time? Forgive me for being redundant. Remember when she was running? We had all those National Guard cops. Everything was out there when she was down with the polls. And showed us when it come to her winning election, or her ilk, she can have police down there. She can. She put on the show of force that I have never seen in my time at Transit, even though I only been here for half a cup of coffee. So I'm about to get out of here, but folks, the time is now. What are you scared of? What are you scared of? In Tier 6, you got to step up. If you're gonna stay here, a lot of us folks are leaving every day. 7 years, 8 years, 9 years, they're leaving. They're leaving. They don't care. They want peace of mind. They want to live. And I'm not being provocative by saying they want to live. Because we put up with all this. Our grandfathers, our fathers put up with all this. Some folks that leave here now got the pumps. Some folks got permanent limps. Some folks die as soon as they leave here. You put up with this, all this, and then you die. But I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight the evil. Because we're fighting evil. We fight self. There's evil among us. There's evil. Come to that reality. There's evil among us. All around us. There's evil in that union. There's evil in management. Not all. But the ones in power are evil and they wicked and they mean us no good. And I got to read this verse before I get out of here. You know I was going to read this verse. This is Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be there with you whenever you go. Everybody be safe and take care.